Hello everyone, I'm Sarah. Welcome to 1213 Prescott Way. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you will be notified when we post another video. I said a video. Video. So what are you guys eating tonight? Today, this afternoon, evening, morning, whatever. I am having some Salisbury steak and gravy. Salisbury steak meaning a veggie boca burger that I put in the gravy, and some rice with some cabbage and corn on the cob. And I can't wait to throw down. What are you guys eating? I hope it's as good as mine is. Yeah, I feel like singing for some reason. So let's dig in. I did make 2 of them, but I figured I won't eat both of them. And this is my Boca Burger. Take a bite. You would like it. You know what's interesting? It tastes between a mix of liver and a hamburger. I guess because the gravy just reminded me of a child when we had liver, and when I ate meat, I started cooking it, but I hadn't made it in years. I'm talking decades. But the gravy is to die for. This is so good, very flavorful. So you guys, it's been a heck of a week. On Friday, on the way home from work, my temperature light came on. And it had come on the day before when David he had dropped me off at work. And him and his mom came to pick me up, and the temperature gauge came on. And I'm like, what the heck? So you know me, I don't know anything about cars. Well, for those of you who do know me. So I called him right away. And mind you, I work 33 miles away. So it takes about 45 minutes to get there. And I had to wait for him to come and get me. And when I was driving, I was on the freeway. So I got off at the next exit, and I was hoping to find a gas station because I remember he had put coolant, antifreeze, I think it is, in the car. So I was like, well, I'm sure that's what he needs because it's hot again. So I wanted to be at a gas station. Cabbage delicious. And so it started going, it started shaking and stuff. And this is when I got off the freeway, and the gas station is just right to your left. But the light had turned red. So I'm behind like 3 cars, and I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't cut off before I get to the gas station. I don't want to be stuck in the middle of the street, and I know people will help because they are just that way here. And so I didn't make it to the gas station, and then I called him, and he was on his way, or I called him when it started happening. And so I waited for him to come. And so he put the antifreeze in there. And we got back on, he followed me, and I got on the freeway. And then it did it again, not even a mile later. And so I just stopped on the freeway because, like I said, I don't want nothing to happen, to cause any major problems. So we sat there, waited for it to cool off. I told him, we are not going to drive this back to Branson having to stop every mile. You know what I mean, for it to cool off. So we ended up calling the tow truck. They towed it to his place because he's a shop as well. And so he said he will check to see what's wrong with them. Guys, this is so delicious. Anyway, so he towed it to the truck. He said, yeah, it should be ready by tomorrow. And mind you, this is no. Oh, shoot, I skipped totally ahead. So we left it at a gas station. You know, I drove it because it said Evans Road is 1 mile. So I drove it. This is after I pulled over on the freeway when he was following me. I drove it to the gas station, and we left it there, and then I went with David. And then the good thing about it is you could tell people stay there overnight. There was a van there and a mini motorhome. So, and that was Friday. So I was like, good thing it was Friday, I don't have to go to work. So Sunday, we go out there, you know, one, to make sure it's still there, and two, to get it to a shop. So I called this one shop. There were quite a few that were open 24 hours, but this particular one, I just said, we called them. And he came, and he said, it should be ready by tomorrow, which was Monday. And I was like, oh, good, I get off at 4. I can go pick it up. So Monday comes, and David calls me. He's like, Sarah, I have horrible news. And you know me with that negative talk, I'm like, oh my gosh. Because, I mean, as soon as you say stuff like that to me, I just immediately feel it. So that's why I don't even like to talk like that, you know? Just say. So I told him, I said, wait. I said, just say what it is. Don't say it's horrible. You know what I mean? Like the world ended. So he said, they said it's going to be $2,600 to fix it. And he can't fix it, so we had to tow it to a shop close to him, which he said is down the street from the shop that we towed it to. He said they can't work on it, but he has somebody that can, that's down the street from him. And they quoted it at $2,600. So we were like, okay. First we were pondering it and saying, oh my gosh, we don't have a choice to bring it back to Branson. That's going to be more money, you know. Let's just check it out. So then he was telling someone at work, and they were saying, and this is today, which is Wednesday, because we were planning on going over there tomorrow, and then just having it towed to the shop in Springfield and paying the $2,600. So I guess he was talking about it at work, and one of the guys that he sings with, he said, I have a guy that I use. He said, why don't you try him before you, give the okay to work on it. So David went over there today at about 2:30, and he negotiated with them. He was going to charge way less, so it ended up being $1,400 for the same job instead of $2,600. So I was like, what? So, long story short, we're going to tow the car back to, Branson tomorrow to the shop, and then he'll start working on it. So I should have it by, I don't even count this week. I'll just say Monday. I'm sure he'll probably be finished Friday, or maybe even tomorrow, but isn't that nice? And then, I guess that's about it. So, that's what's been going on. This week, anyway. I'm just very grateful that it's way cheaper. Because who wants to give someone $2,600 but you don't have a choice? I can't even begin to tell you what it is. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know what. I think I'm putting the Cajun seasoning in it because it's making the cabbage spicy. I know David won't be able to eat it, so I'm just gonna make him broccoli, and I'll take that for lunch. Mmm, mm, 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 mm. It is so tender and sweet. And I don't know. Do you guys add sugar to your corn? I don't. You just gotta pick sweet corn. Mm, mm, mm. This is very sweet. Mm, 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 mm. So you guys, that made me feel good. Mm-hmm. How was your week going so far? And that's what I was telling David. I was like, we can't dread on things, you know, because things are going to happen. You just have to go hum. Yeah, Turk. That's exactly right. And then just strategize. You do one thing at a time. You know, take one day at a time, one thing at a time. Because if you do it, you try to think of everything at one time. Say you have 5 different things that you got to accomplish. You just tackle it one at a time. If you try to do all of them at one time, you'll get nothing done. So, that's my advice for the day, the week, and the rest of the month. One day at a time. Remember that show? I understand. Definitely finish this. Mom's is gone. She left Monday. We really enjoyed her. Took her on a dinner cruise. Where else did we go? Well, yeah, no, actually it was the lunch cruise. We went because I wanted it to be daytime so we could see everything. Same meal. And it's so funny. When we boarded the boat, we sat down, you know, at our table, which was great seats. Oh, sorry. And she asked, she's sitting there looking around because the ship is big. There's a stage up there and everything. Because they have a performance while you're there. It's a 2.5 hour cruise. And she looks at David and me. She goes, "So when are we getting on the boat?" And we start laughing. We're like, "We're on the boat." She asked us about 10 times. She just couldn't believe it was that size, you know, to where you can actually walk around. And it's 3 levels. They have entertainment on the third, you know, on the top level, the 3rd floor as well. And it says the biggest cruise that's not a ship. And I believe it. Good. I had a ball. This is delicious. Delicious. When I say delicious, I mean delicious. I didn't think I was going to eat all of what I ate, but I was hungrier than I thought I was. And now I'm not. Anyway, that's why I say, I don't call them problems or anything like that, but when you have things, unexpected circumstances, that's what I will call it. When those appear, Just take it slowly. Process it. This is my strategy. First, I process it. You know, like say, okay, this is what's happening. And then next step is now what do I have to do in order to get back on track to, you know, correct this. First, well, the thing I do is meditate on it all night, every day until it's resolved, like I did. The first thing you do is just visualize it being fixed. You know what I mean? Just, it's no problem. It's over. You've overcome this. It's done. Oh my gosh, you guys. Now I am completely, totally full. I am so full. And what I did forget to say was that we had appreciated that car, because that car has taken us all over this country. Just driving. I drove it here from Las Vegas. We'd been driving it as soon as we got it out of town. We've driven it to Rochester. We've driven it to Ohio. You know, just all multiple occasions. So when we saw it being towed, we felt like, oh, well, I was telling David, I said, oh, our baby is gone. You know, and we're following him to the tow yard. And David was like, I wasn't even thinking that until you said it. So we were both all getting all emotional. Not, you know, totally, but just saying. I said, that's like our baby, shoot. It has been there for us. And, you know, just we've done all kinds of stuff. That sucker was just on the road. And now this is the first time it has been sick. So, but it'll be well again. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, afternoon, morning, evening, night. And I'm just going to send you all positive energy because I still feel it. And I want you guys to not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next video. Peace. Love you.